What's up, guys? It's me, the Gold Nugget here. And welcome back to another episode of the Gold Nugget Universe. This is episode 98 of the Gold Nugget Universe. We are continuing the build towards SummerSlam, aka the 100th episode. But, yeah. We got some big announcements to start off. It is official for SummerSlam. Zinda will take on Allison Snyder. After that stare down, I guess they pretty much challenged each other to a match. So, at SummerSlam, it will be Zinda versus Allison Snyder, in which should be fun match between the two. Zinda, who is you probably know her from my old wrestling series, Gold Nugget Wrestling. That's the series I used to do, but I don't do anymore. I have this wrestling series now, and yeah. So Zinda's gonna be part of the Gold Nugget universe now. Zinda's gonna be part of this series now. I know you guys know Zinda from the old series, but now she's gonna be part of the new series. This series. I wouldn't call it new, but it is still technically new. I mean, so some of you who probably never watched my old series don't know who Zinda is, but she's a former two-time women's champion from the old series. On the old series, she's a two-time women's champion. And yeah, Zinda's been through all of it, dude. She's been there for a while. In the old series, she was always, yeah. Zinda's was one of the top girls you would see. Anyway, that's now flashbacking. Another exciting match that got announced. This is gonna be interesting. So Kendall Hall and Sophia Smith decided on a match. But this is going to be interesting. It's going to be Kendall Hall versus all four members of the Apocalypse in a gauntlet match. And the stipulation, if Kendall Hall loses that gauntlet match, she will be forced to retire. So that's pretty scary. A pretty scary stipulation. I'll repeat it. It's gonna be Kendall Hall versus all four members of the... Yeah, it's gonna be Kendall Hall versus all four members of the Apocalypse. So, Isla Dawn, Allie Blackwell, Ira Spiral, Sophia Smith. So yeah, it's gonna be Kendall Hall versus all four members of the Apocalypse in a gauntlet match. And if Kendall Hall loses that gauntlet match, her career is done. Pretty much. That's a scary stipulation if you think about it. I mean, I know Kendall Hall can probably do it, but... And Kendall Hall, obviously a fighter, she accepts that challenge. So, yeah. So it is official. It's going to be Kendall Hall versus all four members of the Apocalypse in a gauntlet match. And if Kendall Hall loses the gauntlet match, she will be forced to retire. Yeah. Let's hope that doesn't happen, though. Let's pray that she doesn't have to retire, though. Kendall Hall, she only has to go through 4 ladies in that match. So, she'll be fine. And yeah. Sorry, this intro is going to be a little long today. A couple matches I want to announce for tonight. It's going to be a Melicorn versus Carol Fowler. If a Melicorn wins, she'll be added to the women's title match at SummerSlam, making it a triple threat match. Same with the men's world title match. If Karrion Kross pins Luke Razor, the current world champion, Karrion Kross will be added to the world title match at SummerSlam. So it'll be Karrion Kross versus LA Knight versus Luke Razor for the world title if Karrion Kross wins, obviously. Which I think he might. I mean, he's a former Intercontinental Champion of this series. Yeah. Anyways, this is the longest intro I've ever had to do, because I had to do so much explaining. Remember, Sleepy Cat Life will have an open challenge at SummerSlam against somebody. We don't know who's going to accept that open challenge, but Sleepy Cat Life will have an open challenge at SummerSlam. That is confirmed. So, yeah. And remember, Gold Nugget versus Randy will happen. Randy Orton. Yeah. And yeah. To get on to tonight's show. Oh boy. Emily making her entrance tonight. Emily, who turned heel last week, attacking the current women's champion, Caressa. For no reason. A Melicorn coming out here. A Melicorn who turned heel last week, attacking the current women's champion for no reason. But tonight it's going to be a Melicorn versus Carol Fowler. If Emily wins this match, she will be added to the women's title match at SummerSlam, making it a triple threat. Well, we'll see if that happens though. Like I said, a Melicorn, she turned heel last week by attacking the current women's champion. Carol Fowler. Good old Carol Fowler. A girl that's never won a title yet. She can probably pull it off at SummerSlam, dude. But I don't want to give everybody short title reigns, you know. I mean, I'm not the one choosing who wins what. I mean, I just book the show as the result, as we get the results. Whatever the results are, I book the shows based off of the results, pretty much. Yeah. Melicorn versus Carol Fowler. If Emily wins this, she'll be added to the women's title match, making it a triple threat. Carol Fowler.
to Carol Fowler. Try not to tap out on my point. Carol Fowler trying so hard to Emily. Oh, shit. Oh! Carol Fowler is trying to put her away, dude. Carol Fowler has no idea where she is, man. Not like this. Oh. Is Emily gonna tap? Oh. Alright. Emily wins. So that means the women's world title match will now be a triple threat match. Emily has won the match, won this match, so she will get to be part of the, Emily has won the match, so she will She will be added to the women's title match, making it a triple threat match. So now the women's world title match will now be Amelia Corn versus Carol Fowler versus Varessa. Varessa's gonna have some fucking first title defense, dude. And it'll be a triple threat too. That's when the shit gets crazy, dude. We're gonna get on to the next match. Right now. Next match. Alright. Now, we got an awesome match for you tonight. It's gonna be Maggie Lee Bates versus Afro Flu. It's gonna be crazy. I think we had this match last week, but we're going again anyway. Oh shit. Never mind, it's Lady Death. I mixed things up because I don't remember last week's match. Alright, so tonight it's Maggie Lee Bates versus Lady Death. Alright, I'm gonna do some hunting after this match. Alright. Maggie Lee Bates versus Lady Death. see that ringside. Yeah, there it is. I knew it was coming. Controller got her low. I'll go for a second. Once I found my fucking tool for it. I can't fucking see shit in the dark. Just taking care of their arm. Still fighting back. Good for her. Lady Death picks up the win over Nugget Bates. I repeat, Lady Death picks up the win over Nugget Bates. That's crazy. Alright, as promised last week, it's gonna be Elton Prince versus Paul Anderson here tonight. Pretty Deadly will face the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson, for the men's tag titles at SummerSlam. At SummerSlam, it will be Pretty Deadly versus Luke Gallows and Anderson for the men's tag titles. So these two have a shot at the men's tag titles. Pretty Deadly, Kit Wilson, Elton Prince
They both have a shot at the men's tag titles. Alright. The Good Brothers, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. They are the current tag champions, but they're not wearing their belts today. For whatever fucking reason. I don't know why the game does this where... Yeah, I don't know why the game does this where it just doesn't, like, let them wear their titles. For some reason. That happens a lot, dude. They just don't wear their titles. Just because of, I mean, it is obviously a non-title match, so no point in them bringing their titles out here. Yeah, no point in them bringing their titles out here. They don't need to fucking do shit. But anyways, Carl Anderson about to take on Elton Prince. One-on-one. Last week it was Luke Gallows versus Kit Wilson. Kit Wilson at ringside. Luke Gallows also at ringside. Elton Prince versus Carl Anderson. Kit Wilson causing the distraction. Carl Anderson has nowhere to go.
Anderson. He'll pick up a W. Carl Anderson pins Elton Prince here tonight. The Good Brothers will defend their tag titles against Pretty Deadly at SummerSlam. That'll be fun. Alright, next match. Oh boy. The Apocalypse. Alright, so it's gonna be a six-woman tag match. It's gonna be the Apocalypse, Ear Spiral, Allie Blackwell, Isla Dawn versus Miranda Cosgrove, Jeanette McCurdy, and Kendall Hall. I think this will be fun, you know. The Apocalypse led by Sophia Smith, but Ear Spiral's coming out here to fill in for her. Sophia Smith, she's not here tonight, okay? So, Sophia Smith asked Ear Spiral to take her place. Yeah. Tonight. And then we have Jeanette McCurdy. Oh boy. So, I kind of didn't mention this yet, but Isla Dawn will face Miranda Cosgrove for the women's United States title. That's why Isla Dawn is part of this. And she's also part of the tag team, the Apocalypse. So, yeah. But Kendall Hall is also part of this. Because, yeah. But if you missed what I said earlier, it was confirmed that Kendall Hall will have a match at SummerSlam. Miranda Cosgrove is the current Women's United States Champion, but she's not holding her title for no reason. I don't know why. Sometimes it wants people to wear their titles and sometimes it doesn't. But if you missed what I said earlier in the intro, Kendall Hall will have a match against all 4 members of the Apocalypse in a gauntlet match. And if Kendall Hall loses that gauntlet match, she will have to retire. So that's the stipulation a lot of us are going to worry about. Here comes the girl that we're talking about. Kendall Hall. The girl that could possibly retire at SummerSlam. So, at SummerSlam, Kendall Hall will face all 4 members of the Apocalypse in a gauntlet match. And if Kendall Hall loses that gauntlet match, her career will be over. Her career will be on the line in that gauntlet match. So yeah, a lot will be at stake in that gauntlet match. So I'll say it again in case you missed it. At SummerSlam, Kendall Hall will be in for the biggest match of her career, and possibly the last. But at SummerSlam, Kendall Hall will face all 4 members of the Apocalypse in a gauntlet match. And if Kendall Hall loses that gauntlet match, she'll retire. That's the stipulation. If Kendall Hall loses the gauntlet match at SummerSlam, she'll have no choice but to retire. Pretty much. Yeah. So yeah. At SummerSlam, it'll be a gauntlet match. It'll be Kendall Hall versus all 4 members of the Apocalypse. And if Kendall Hall loses that gauntlet match, her career will be over. That's the stipulation of that gauntlet. Anyway, enough about that. We got Jeanette McCurdy and Isla Dawn starting things off in this tag match. Miranda Cosgrove gets tagged in. This is a preview of SummerSlam, pretty much. But yeah, Kendall Hall will be putting her career on the line in a gauntlet match at SummerSlam. At SummerSlam, it will be Kendall Hall versus all 4 members of the Apocalypse. And if Kendall Hall loses that said gauntlet match, Kendall Hall will retire. Yeah, that's the stipulation that was probably going to get everybody talking. Especially if your career is on the line. There's Spiral. Just punishing, dude. Here's Spiral going after the front arm. Oh god. Here's Spiral getting whipped into the corner. Spiral is down and out. Right to the leg. Kendall Hall gets tagged in. Oh. Oh shit. No shot, dude. Elbow drop. a lot on the line at SummerSlam, including her career. And what could be Kendall Hall's final ever SummerSlam. A lot will be on the line for Kendall Hall. Kendall Hall, whose career will be on the line at SummerSlam. And what could be Kendall Hall's final ever SummerSlam. Hopefully not. Yeah. But it will be a gauntlet, so like it's kinda even more scary. Spiral finally makes a tag, dude. Oh, Blackpool now in the match. Kirby gets a chair launched at her. Oh my god, figure 4 into the post. Allie Blackwell in deep trouble. We better not be doing this shit again. I will fucking turn this shit off. Great, we're stuck. We're back alive on the Nugget universe. We were finally able to stop that glitch from happening. But anyway, back to the show. Allie Blackwell is doing this. Cosgrove, the current Women's United States Champion. Nobody even tried to jump and break the pin.
There's a tag.
Up. Aladon. Sparrow got tagged in. Shit! Kendall Hall just taking most of the attack. Spiral. Damn. Final prayer. Spear. Oh, Blackwell kicks in on it too.
Tag is in.
Kendall Hall. Here's the video.
There's a tag.
You're a spoiler, you just watched it happen. You're a spoiler, just stood there watching it happen. But anyways, Jeanette McCurdy picks up the win for her team. Jeanette McCurdy, Miranda Cosgrove, and Kendall Hall pick up the win. What a great team. Next match. Okay. So Zenda's gonna be in action up next. She's gonna have an open challenge here. We'll see who accepts it. And, yeah. Zenda, a legend. She's from the old wrestling series, okay? Before this kind of thing. But Zenda's gonna have an open challenge here tonight. Let's see who's gonna accept this open challenge here. Zenda's gonna have an open challenge. Let's see who's accepting it. Dakota Kai? Is it really though? I think it might be. It might be Dawn Gray. Okay. Dawn Gray. Accepting this open challenge. I like that. Dawn Gray accepting an open challenge here tonight from Zenda. That's fun. This open challenge should be fun. Dawn Gray accepting the open challenge. Dawn Gray accepting this open challenge from Zenda here tonight. Let's see what happens. Ring the bell. Zenda. Zenda, the one who issued this open challenge here tonight. Dawn Gray accepted this open challenge, so yeah. So yeah, it's Dawn Gray versus Zenda. Zenda issuing this open challenge here tonight. Dawn Gray, the person that accepted the open challenge. And yeah, here we are. Zenda's so fired up, dude. Wrestling, the old series that I used to do. I know I keep bringing it up, but yeah. I feel like I have to most of the time. Zenda, she's from the old wrestling series, Golden Nugget Wrestling. She won 2 women's world titles in that series. Women's tag champion as well. Zenda's accomplished a lot in that original series. Yes, Zenda herself has accomplished a lot. In the old wrestling series, Zenda's accomplished pretty much a lot. But now Zenda's here in the Golden Nugget universe. And Dawn Gray got to close the book on this match. Dawn Gray pins Zenda here tonight. Dawn Gray, who accepted this open challenge from Zenda. Oh. Zenda with the sportsmanship. Love to see it. Love to see it. Dawn Gray, who accepted this open challenge from Zenda, picks up the win over Zenda. Anyway, good sportsmanship from Zenda. Zenda will face Allison Snyder at SummerSlam, which should be an interesting match too. Yeah. Alright. Tegan Knox. Oh! Aubrey from behind. Aubrey obviously upset about getting put through a table last week. Aubrey attacking Tegan Knox from behind. Anyway, Tegan Knox versus Scarlett. Is Tegan medically clear to compete? I feel like that attack is not going to be full 100% after that. But anyway, it's Tegan Knox versus Scarlett. Good old Scarlett. Good old Scarlett. Scarlett. Y'all know her. And Tegan. How? Scarlett immediately checks out. Yeah, but what an attack at the start of the match, dude. Tegan Knox getting jumped by Aubrey Howell before the match started. Aubrey Howell attacked Tegan Knox before this match started. It looks like Scarlett is just having fun now. Scarlett is having fun. I love Scarlett, dude. Scarlett, don't taunt in the corner. Just don't. It's like the worst time to do that. for old Tegan. Uh-oh. Spear from Scarlet. Tegan picks up the win. Victory for Tegan. Despite the attack at the start of the match. Tegan Knox picks up the win despite the attack at the start of the match. It's crazy. Alright. Oh! Oh! Randy Orton from behind attacking Corgi right in his leg. Randy Orton from behind attacking Corgi right on his leg. Yeah, Randy Orton came out here from behind, attacking Corgi right on his leg. Randy went right for the leg, too. Corgi Man getting manhandled by the man himself, Randy Orton. Corgi is in trouble. Corgi is in deep trouble. Randy. DFT to Randy Orton. Orton's getting worked on right now, dude. Randy Orton in trouble. Superplex. Randy Orton's down there. Corgi picks up the upset and pins Randy Orton. What a match for this dude, man. And his leg, he's not even doing 100%, dude. Corgi. Randy Orton really fucked up his leg, didn't he? Corgi, not really 100% after getting hit in the leg, but yeah. Alright. Coming up next is going to be Akira Tanaka versus Afro Flu. Akira Tanaka wasting little time taking care of Afro Flu. Akira Tanaka versus Afro Flu. The match is starting off crazy. This match has already started off chaotic. Akira Tanaka versus Afro Flu. This match started with Akira Tanaka just going right after Afro Flu. She wasted no time, dude. Akira Tanaka wasted no time going after Afro Flu, dude. As soon as the match started, yeah. Anyway, it's Akira Tanaka versus Afro Flu. Tanaka has a lot more to do. But she's been through this before, so. Oh shit. She's almost done already, dude. Well, outside the ring we go. Akira Tanaka. Akira Tanaka has to get back into the ring. Afro Flu's throwing, not gonna let her. Akira Tanaka gets hit with a KOD. Kiss of death. Akira Tanaka able to reverse whatever that was. Oh! Akira Tanaka with the explanation point. Akira Tanaka. And we'll reverse that. Akira Tanaka with the submission. Of course, the ref has to force a break. The ropes break the pit, break the submission. The ref will be distracted with the... the ref is distracted. Akira Tanaka going for the pin, but the ref is distracted, dude. But she still gets to win anyway. Okay. The referee was distracted with the turnbuckle, and she still got the win anyway. It's awesome. Anyway. Akira Tanaka picking up the W here tonight. You gotta love it when Akira Tanaka gets the W. Hey, she was the first ever Women's Royal Rumble winner. Come on, dude. For Christ's sakes. She didn't win that whole Royal Rumble for nothing. Come on. That was probably like the biggest moment of Akira Tanaka's career, the return at the Rumble and then winning the whole thing. And then winning at Mania too. Shit. Akira Tanaka, she's had a crazy year. Well, the start of it was crazy. Anyway, next match. Here we go. Here we go! Here we go! So, our main event tonight, it will be Karrion Kross versus Luke Razor. It will be Karrion Kross versus the current world champion, Luke Razor. And pretty much, if you missed what I said earlier, if Karrion Kross wins this match, he will be added to the world title match at SummerSlam, making it a triple threat match between LA Knight, Karrion Kross, and Luke Razor. Hey, Scarlett. I feel like we haven't seen this entrance in a bit.
It'll be over soon. Don't worry.
Okay, shut up. Anyway, Scarlett's here. With Karrion Kross, Killer Kross, whatever you want to call him. It's Killer Kross, it's Kross. Oh boy. Luke Razor, who attacked both LA Knight and Karrion Kross. Well, Karrion Kross is going to have a match against Luke Razor. And here's the fun thing. If Karrion Kross wins this, he will be added to the world title match, making it a triple threat between LA Knight, Karrion Kross, and Luke Razor for the world title. Pretty much. Luke Razor, the current world champion, is going to face Karrion Kross this morning. And if Luke Razor loses, Karrion Kross will be added to the world title match, making it a triple threat. Same with the thing I did earlier. And they're still not letting us see the people with the titles, dude. This game really does not want to see... This game does not want to see... God dang it, I'm stumbling over my words. This game does not want you to see them with their titles. Making it look like they're not the champion, but they are. So stupid. I don't know why the game does that. It literally acts like the title. It just doesn't let them walk out with the title sometimes. But they are the champions, so why the fuck are they not? Anyway, Luke Razor is the world champion. He's just not carrying his belt with him today. He is the king of the ring along with his girlfriend. It's ironic, right? They're both boyfriend and girlfriend, and they're both king and queen of the ring. Luke Razor versus Karrion Kross. Oh boy. If Kross wins, he will be added to the world title match, making it a triple threat. Okay. Kross versus Luke Razor. If Kross wins this, he'll be added to the world title match at SummerSlam, making it a triple threat. So if Karrion Kross wins, he will be added to the world title match, making it a triple threat match between Karrion Kross, LA Knight, and Luke Razor for the world title. So just a bunch of fan favorites that I know a lot of you like. Why is Kross getting distracted when he's looking right at Luke Razor? Oh! Cheater, pumpkin eater. Scarlett at ringside. Stephanie Spencer at ringside as well. Kross. Oh no. Luke Razor, what in the world? Karrion Kross kicks out. How the fuck did he kick out of that move? Oh, Scarlett's plan is gonna pay off here, dude. Scarlett's plan is gonna pay off. Never mind. 3. Kross might lose here. Well, that title match is still going to be a one-on-one match between Luke Razor and LA Knight. But that wasn't a bad match. Not a bad performance from Kross. But that was an interesting match. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's episode of Golden Nugget Universe. Hope you guys were entertained throughout the whole thing. So look at them both hugging it out. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. I'm out of here. Peace.